in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Their own 20-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at the 20. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Harrison on the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Flush to his right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's got a man open. That's Allen.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Lightning speed that time from the corner. Marshawn Lattimore getting the sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A shotgun snap for Herbert, finding some room at midfield. And to the right side here, it's Allen. Complete.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. From the 50, here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Los Angeles.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. Well, you hate that for him. He gets so close on the big run, but has him in excellent position.
And I know there's plenty of competitive spirit on the defensive side of the ball, but part of me wonders if they would have just preferred him to go ahead and take it into the end zone rather than deal with him again on a likely carry on this down.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Hunt. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Hunt. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now 3rd and 4.
shotgun. He'll look to throw. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up first and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. Third and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team's side. It deflates the other side.
The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, here's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And his kick is right through.
Browns 17, Chargers 7. Cody Parkey.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. Open man, it's Allen. The 40. He's at the 30. 10.
You don't like this.
Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, 79 yards. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Charger drive about to get going. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Herbert off of play action. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game. And
I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 11. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Shoot.
A quick throw into the hands of Rager. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going for the deep ball. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Herbert. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And the Chargers 1st down.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Able to slither by. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. All day, play. Spot.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. He'll decide to keep this once more. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Well, they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Eluding the pressure right. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way,
and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll run. This is Hunt. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They run again with Hunt. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
And 3.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll run on 1st down. Hunt had a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
This is Hunt, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 3rd and short, this is Janovich. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use it more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead, usually not as fumble prone either.
No, that is so true because they are taught. Take care of the ball as you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands wrapped around it when they go through the line.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taking it in from 24 yards out, and the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
21. Set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Charger drive about to get going. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Herbert tried to dial up the long way out there, but it will be 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
3 and out.
A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. They snap it to Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a toss right side for Hunt. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And this will be incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll move the chains.
9-yard line.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
12 at the 18-yard line.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Check 3, check 3. Hey, switch gears.
Now Hunt. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Chase Young in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look?